What's going on, everybody? So today I'm going to show you a maintenance test flight on a UH-60 Blackhawk. So what is a maintenance test flight? So Blackhawks, along with just about every single other aircraft I can think of, have scheduled maintenance and they constantly get parts replaced on them. So on a maintenance test flight, you are typically going up to verify that the components that were replaced on the aircraft work the way that they're supposed to be working. If you are going in on the warrant side, you will eventually track. One of those tracks that you can choose for your career is a maintenance test pilot. Maintenance test pilots, one, manage their unit's maintenance program on their aircraft. But another thing that they do that's pretty cool is they get to take broken or repaired aircraft up and fly them to see if the part that they replaced on the aircraft works the way that it's supposed to, or two, diagnose and see what's wrong with the aircraft. And that will lead them to know what needs to be fixed on the aircraft. So for this flight that I'm going to show you in this video, it's me and my maintenance test pilot that go up and do these checks that my maintenance test pilot is looking for to see if the aircraft is responding in the appropriate way that it is supposed to respond to. On this particular aircraft, it just came out of a 4120 inspection, and we determined that it needed a center stay box replaced on it. So the two checks that we did on it was a VH check, which is you basically pull in max power on the aircraft to see if the stabilator programs the way that it's supposed to. And the other one is we put the aircraft into an auto rotation and see if the stabilator programs up the way that it's supposed to. The first part of the flight is the auto rotation, and then the second part of the flight is the max power check, or the VH check. So I think this is pretty cool. I think this is good for the audience to see, because this is one of the things that you're going to be doing when you get to the unit. So let's get right into the footage.
We could wait. You ready to enter? Yep. 3, 2, 1, entering. All the way down. All right, power recovery. All right, coming back up. All right, and around to the last. Okay, so if you want to just start heading towards Bravo, we'll just do the VH check. Roger that.
So that was the auto rotation. Honestly, it doesn't really look that bad from the footage, mainly because we were already up at 1,500 feet. So the drop isn't really as dramatic as I think it looks when you're actually in the aircraft. Plus, we only auto-rotated it like 100 to 200 feet. When you're actually in the aircraft at the controls doing an auto-rotation, it definitely feels a lot more intense than watching it from this video, because the aircraft is essentially like just kind of, it's gliding, but it's got a pretty dramatic drop to it, which you can't really tell from the video just because we recovered it so soon. But what my maintenance test pilot was doing there was making sure that stabilator programmed up, and I asked him what the tolerance was for that, and he said -1 to -3, which it programmed in that range, which it was supposed to. The next part of the footage is the VH brief, which I'm glad that I got on camera, because I just think it's pretty cool to have that. That way I can like replay it and kind of understand the brief a little better, rather than being in the aircraft and getting the brief. So let's get into it.
All right, we're going to do the VH check. I have confirmed that all the bleed air is off. You're going to go to max airspeed and level flight, and you'll be in trim uncoupled for this.
Roger.
We'll just maintain our dash 10 limitations. Have a steady tone, auto rotate, lead with that cyclic to 80 knots. We're going to go to the ground until I call power recovery, or until I call power recovery. If you hear a beeping tone, cyclic slew. As required to control aircraft attitude, we'll announce our actions aboard the maneuver, and we'll go back to 80 knots level flight and then auto control reset. Anytime you're above 120 knots, you'll lead with that cyclic prior to lowering the collective. If we have any airspace, weather, maintenance problems, we'll abort the maneuver. Have any questions?
No questions.
Okay, just go ahead and uncouple, and then...
Alright, uncoupling.
Alright, give me 1,500 feet and 100% torque.
1,500 feet, 100% torque. Pulling in power.
Yep. Okay, you can slow back.
Slow down?
Yep.
Alright, slowing down.
Alright, 0.
Alright, and this last part of the clip is just me shooting an approach to what we call the keyhole at the airfield that we work and fly in and out of. And I just thought it was great air crew coordination with me and my crew chief in the back. He did a good job of calling me into where I was supposed to park. I don't know if you could really make it out on the video, but there was kind of some lights and some hazards that we were trying to get the aircraft parked in a certain way and still avoid those hazards. So I think this is a cool part of the video.
Alright, I'm going to shoot my approach to that pathway and then slide to the right.
That's fine. That's what I would do.
Roger.
Hold this altitude.
Holding. How about now?
And you are clear of the trees.
Roger.
Clear on left.
Coming down.
And hold. What's up?
Hold hover. Hold hover.
Clear to slide right.
Alright, sliding right.
5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hold on.
Alright, are we clear to slide back?
1 second.
What's that?
1 second.
Okay.
Slide back for 5.
Alright, sliding back.
4. 3. 2. 1. Hold over. Slide left for 5.
Sliding left for 5.
4. 3. 2. 1. They're cleared on left.
Alright.
Alright, well that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I just wanted to put out a video that just kind of captures what you can expect day to day at a Army aviation unit. And I think it gives you kind of a snapshot on what a maintenance test pilot does. I know I always had the question of what going on a maintenance test flight was like whenever I was coming up in flight school. So kind of gives you an idea. If you are considering going the maintenance test pilot route, it kind of gives you an idea of what you can expect. Like I said, they do many things. They don't just do maintenance test flights, but that is one cool thing they get to do. Like always, if you guys want to help out the channel, give me a like, subscribe. I'll keep the content coming, and stay tuned for the next one. All right.